Subway's the best sandwich. Hello YouTube, Jarzineo. Let me ask you guys a question. Do any of y'all remember Quiznos? Only the most popular and beloved sandwich brand? Hey, if you guys are Subway watchers, just keep it on the down low. Anyways, for those of you who don't know or don't remember or maybe don't care, Quiznos was another brand of sandwiches in America. They weren't as popular as Subway was, so a lot of them went out of business, if not all of them. At least in San Diego, my hometown, there's none there, or maybe they've had a resurgence. I haven't been to America in a while, so they could have came back. But I was walking along the Seoul city streets the other day, and I happened to notice, oh my god, there's a Quiznos here. And to be fair, the first time I came to Korea, there was one or two Quiznos, and I thought that they had gone out of business because I didn't see them anymore. But I guess now they have a resurgence, and like with the rebranding, like they have a new color and everything. They're green like Subway, but not, not the same green. I don't know. I'm happy because Quiznos personally is one my favorite sandwich place. I know I'm wearing the Subway t-shirt. I know, I got it. You don't need to tell me. There's nothing wrong with Subway. It's just I prefer Quiznos. I don't really know why. I can't explain it. Everyone's like, why do you like it? Whatever. Anyways, it's personal preference, okay? So today I figured, let's end that debate. Let's get down to the bottom and see which sandwich place is better once and for all. We're gonna do a taste test comparison. I think this will be a great little fun precursor video to next week's video, because next week's video is gonna be a much meatier, longer video. So I wanted to do something a little bit more fun and lighter for today. And plus, I think for people who don't know which sandwich place to go to, it might be worth it to know which one is better. And to be fair, I'm gonna be ordering a 6-inch sub and a 6-inch version of Quiznos. They have a different measurement system to do an accurate taste testing, as well as maybe getting the Inky or special menu in each place to, I guess, try to do as fair of a comparison as possible. And maybe if we're lucky, we can talk to some guests and see if they have a personal preference of one sandwich over the other. So thank you guys for joining me today, and I hope you guys are ready to snack on some sandwiches with me. Let's go to our first destination. See you in a bit. Alrighty, YouTube, we're at our first destination, Quiznos. Time to pick up that tasty, ever so delicious sub. Let's go inside. For the OGs who remember Quiznos with the OG color, it was like a red and white, but now they adopted a full-on green. Like it looks very nice. I'm very excited for the delicious sandwiches that can be taken and eaten. We are the homeland. Yes, Subway. We picked up our Quiznos subs. We're just getting them to go because we're gonna get Subway, obviously. Yes. Anyways, we're gonna pick up our sandwiches and then get both at home and see which one is more delicious. As I mentioned before, YouTube, Subway is like the premier sandwich for dramas. Alrighty, YouTube, I don't know how Subway has evolved in America, but Subway in Korea now, I don't know if it's all Subways, but Subway in Korea now is like, you don't even talk to the people making the sandwich anymore. Let me just show you what I mean. They have blasphemized Subway. They have a kiosk system now where you can either choose now, here, or Pojang or whatever, sandwich. And at first I thought like you couldn't like customize the sandwich, you just choose the length. But you just have to go with not the main pick. So if you scroll down or whatever to these sandwiches, you go here, I want this one, and then you can like go through the whole system and choose what you want. This is blasphemy. This is for heathens. I like to personally talk to the person making my sandwich, so I don't know why they built this kiosk system. To be fair, I think I understand why they do that whole system of like why they want the kiosk, because it probably makes this whole process a lot faster. It streamlines the whole thing, because some people just stand there like, I don't know what I want. I'm just like, I don't know what I'm feeling. I kind of want this, and the guy behind you is just like, oh, come on, dude, just put an order in. So people who are really slow can just stand at the kiosk forever and get their choices in at the time that they want without inconveniencing people behind them or the workers making the sandwich. So it kind of makes sense, but I don't know. Subway loses that main touch, you know, the thing it's known for of watching your sandwich being made and talking to the person and maybe potentially getting something wrong, you know, while you're doing that. So we're waiting for the sandwiches now, and then like I said, we'll go ahead and compare when we get back home. See you. All right, YouTube, we are back home and we got our sandwiches. So this is the Subway KBBQ. This is in centimeters, I think this is 15 centimeters. It's supposed to be the 6-inch sub, but I don't know about that. And meanwhile, we got the steak. This is the medium size, which I guess I could have gone the small size for maybe somewhat comparison, but the thing is the sizes aren't exactly the same with Quiznos and Subway. The small size I think is like 9 centimeters. It's much smaller than this one. The next size up I think is like 19 centimeters, so it's a little bit bigger than the Subway one. So in comparison, obviously this one stands out a lot more, but it's a little bit bigger, so it's kind of hard to match the exact sizes, but we got it close enough, and I think for the value it's pretty good. So I got the steak, double steak for this one, and then the Subway was the KBBQ, which I believe you can only get in Korea. And this is just an added extra one just for my pleasure, the chicken carbonara, which is fantastic, my favorite one. So let's go ahead and get started. So although bigger, this one was around 13,000 and this was 7,300. So obviously Quiznos a little more expensive, but again, the size is a bit bigger, and I think I got one of the more premium sandwiches, whereas Subway doesn't really have too many premium sandwiches, so you do pay for, I think most of them you just pay one price and it's mostly the same. So Subway is a little bit better in terms of pricing, but let's go ahead and see which one's better in terms of taste, because that's what matters. Now, as I am repping the Subway t-shirt today, we will start with the Subway sandwich. I got the rosemary parmesan, or just the parmesan sandwich. Looks pretty good. Actually, normally when I get the sandwiches, they're pretty like overflowing, but this one isn't super overflowing. Just standard stuff. I didn't really go crazy with the sandwich, but I try. Oh wow, that K-barbecue is really good. Oh, that's really nice, actually. Wow, the meat is really tender. Obviously, they use pork for it, but the pork is like super soft and stringy. It's got a nice smoky flavor to it. I've never had the KBBQ before, because I usually just get the rotisserie chicken. That's my go-to. And I didn't get all veggies. The only veggie I took out was the yapchae, the cabbage. Because in my opinion, Subway always puts way too much cabbage in their sandwiches, so I just opted to take it out. But otherwise, I got everything is tomatoes, cucumbers, pickles, jalapeno, onions, and bell peppers. And then I got shredded mozzarella cheese with the sauces being just olive oil, which they recommended in Chipotle. Which is kind of cool that for their main sandwiches, they actually recommend a set like menu system, like what is the best chuchon for that sandwich. So they recommended olive oil. So I did go with that one because I didn't know what other sauce, because the K-barbecue or whatever is already saucy enough. But I think the Chipotle mixes very well. All right, We got a few bites out of that. Let's go ahead and try our double steak. Now I remember back in America, I don't know if they do it anymore. I guess not. You used to be able to get a au jus sauce with the steak one, but they did not have that option. So the same. Now this is on the rosemary sandwich, which is or rosemary bread. Sorry, which is the best bread you can get at Quiznos. You can even smell it. Like the bread by far, I think, is better than Subway. It just smells so good. That's the little steak. I think it's double steak with cheese, some onion, diced onion, and some sauce. I'm not entirely sure what the sauce is, but oh my god. It's so good. Oh, now like I said, the carbonara is usually my go-to, but oh, the double steak is so good. A little bit of onion, so nice touch. Take a piece of that meat. Oh, meat cooked very well. It's I think it's just roast beef. It's a little, just a tad dry, but it's not too much of a problem because the sandwich is coated in some other things like sauce and cheese and some chewy onions to kind of moist it down a little bit. It's a little salty, so I think people who aren't really a big fan of saltiness, it might not be for you because it is a bit on the saltier side. But that bread, oh my god, it pairs so well, the sandwich. I don't think I've ever gotten any other bread style from Quiznos. I think this bread is like the only one I've ever gotten. Now, just for comparison, comparison's sake, I'm going to try the carbonara one. I'm not using this as a comparison to the Subway sandwich. I just want to take a bite out of it and show you guys the sandwich. Because this sandwich is absolutely amazing. Yeah, look at that. Oh yeah. The carbonara or carbonara is it's just chicken, like grilled chicken with some bacon, a little bit of mushrooms, and a carbonara sauce. I don't know if this is a sauce that they hand make. I think it's just something that they have pre-made, but it's so good. Oh, that is fantastic sandwich. It is not fair. It should be illegal, actually, to compare that sandwich to the Subway sandwich. Now, the only thing that Quiznos doesn't really let you do is customize the sandwich as much. Well, minus Quiznos for that. They do let you customize a little bit, but not really the same way Subway does. They just let you maybe add some more meat, cheese, guacamole if you want, kind of the basic stuff. Whereas Subway has more customization options. Like, you can't choose the sauce for the sandwiches. Unfortunately, like, I would love double steak with maybe a carbonara sauce, could be kind of nice. Or it is kind of a downside for Quiznos not have the option, but that is kind of the difference, right? If we're looking at each sandwich, I guess the Quiznos sandwich is a bit smaller lengthwise, or sorry, widthwise. You put them on top of each other. I don't know if you guys can see it very well. Kind of, not very, but it feels a little bit smaller, even though it was a longer sandwich. So it feels like I paid more for less with Quiznos, unfortunately. But it is very hard to tell the difference between, or whether one is better or not. Like, they're both very good in their own rights. This one's fantastic. The bread is amazing. Bread from Subway it's okay. But really, the bread from Quiznos makes it stand out a lot, and the ingredients inside as well are really good. So it's very hard to choose. Do I dare? I do. Forgive me for I have committed blasphemy of combining the two sandwiches, but it's so good. All jokes aside, actually combining these two sandwiches, pretty good idea. Again, if I'm judging whether it's just this double steak one or the Subway, I think I'm gonna have to go with the Subway as the overall victor for this battle. Now, I'm not just saying that because I'm wearing this shirt and I'm not sponsored by Subway by any means. There's one main thing that kind of influenced my decision which one is better or not, and that's purely on the ingredients inside. I mean, the ingredients of Quiznos sandwiches are so good. The problem is the bread. The bread is so overwhelming, so delicious. Like, it's so overpowering that like it infuses with the ingredients inside, making it a really good sandwich. But I'm not grading the sandwich on the bread alone. So with the ingredients inside this sandwich, it just combines and mixes very well, and the bread is kind of like, it's just kind of there to hold everything together. Whereas this one is like, the bread is the main part. So that's why I think Subway wins in this round. Had I gotten a regular bread at Quiznos, but I mean, I did get a rosemary parm or whatever it was, Parmesan oregano, that's what it was, Parmesan oregano. So I thought that'd be a good comparison, but this bread just kind of sucks in comparison to this one. So I think Subway wins this battle for today. But that does not mean Quiznos is a bad sandwich. It's still my personal favorite, and I think I'd still choose Quiznos over Subway. But in terms of pricing as well, Subway is much cheaper and much more commercially available. There are thousands of Subways over Quiznos in Korea. There are a lot of Quiznos, but not as much as Subway. There are too many of Subways. So I think Subway is just overall, unfortunately, better. But do not skip out on Quiznos. I'm begging you, especially that carbonara one. Do me a favor, just get that. It is so good. So with that, YouTube, I think we are done for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I had a lot of fun doing this. Let me know what your guys' personal favorite sandwich is in the comments below. If you guys have been to Quiznos before, if you guys think Subway is better, Quiznos better, kick it off in the comments. Let me know. And I'll see you guys for next time's video. Peace.